So today I am in Kobe with Lorraine, who I met this morning because I had posted on Facebook that I wanted to go to Kobe but I didn't have anyone to go with, and Lorraine responded, so we are in Kobe together and she's really cool. So we are about to go in the animal kingdom right now and we're literally right next to it, so let's go in. Kobe Animal Kingdom is located steps outside of Kea Computer Maya Station and has an entrance fee of 1,500 yen or about $15, which I think is pretty reasonable. There are so many sections here. Lorraine and I had to check the map so many times to keep going back and making sure that we weren't missing any of the areas. So you'll see us going back and forth lots of times in this video. The area we're in right now is an outside area where they have many different kinds of birds. They also have some deer, and as you will see in a little bit, they also have lemurs outside. I squealed so many times throughout this trip because I was surprised by how many species there were, and every time I saw a new animal, I would just get so excited. This bird literally looks like something from Harry Potter. He is amazing. The majority of the inside is essentially a botanical garden. They have tons and tons of different flowers, and they also have a few restaurants. I don't remember the names of all the areas, so I won't try to tell you, but I'll try to give you a general idea of what kinds of animals were in the areas. I had never seen or heard of this animal before. I don't remember what they're called. It's something that starts with a B, but they were pretty cute. I believe this area was the Asian forest area or something like that, so they had these animals and they also had red pandas. I believe in the same section they also had otters. The next area, as you can see from my helpful filming, was called the water lilies. And this area was essentially a big open green room that had a couple water lily ponds that were very beautiful. This is also where they perform bird shows, which I believe they do 1 or 2 times every day, and you will get to see a little bit of that at the end of the video. This little area where you can pay a few dollars to get to sit in a little pool where fish nibble at your feet. You will get to see more of these fluffy creatures later in the video. I believe this was one of my favorite sections. The animals in here were so cute. I especially love the seals. They were definitely playing it off for the camera. particular baby was the cutest thing. He was just sleeping away and having good dreams. Not to mention this dude dancing in the background. I had never been this close to a beaver, so this is pretty exciting for me, but I will say they did seem like they wanted to get out, which was kind of sad for me. Let me tell you how excited I was for these capybaras. I have loved capybaras, and I knew you could pet them here, which I'm not gonna lie was one of the big reasons why I wanted to come. They were so rough though, they feel like straw. These rabbits, on the other hand, I'm not sure exactly what kind they are. They were very soft. Section, they had sloths, which I would not have even seen if Lorraine had not pointed them out because they blend in so well. This was the tiniest monkey in the world, let me tell you. He is even smaller than he looks on camera. Even more capybaras, what's not to love? These dudes were so cool and really cute. Little sleepy babies. Next up, we were back outside, I believe just passing through, and finally got a glimpse of the pelicans. Then we went to the other outside area where they keep some of the bigger animals like the llamas, the camels, the penguins, and the kangaroos. Always wash your hands, guys. Stay clean. Next, they have this little enclosed area which housed these huge tortoises and the kangaroos. I'll take this time to point out that in many of the sections they had little areas where you can buy food to feed all the animals with. They also have sections where you can pay a few dollars to pet some of the animals, but most of them are just freely roaming and you don't have to pay to pet any of them. The grassy areas were sectioned off and you weren't supposed to go there, but some people decided to go against that, as you will see in just a second. You couldn't pet the alpacas, but they were very cute and fluffy to look at. All of the people standing off to the side over there were watching a dog show that was going on, but I think they were mostly just doing sheep herding, and I didn't particularly want to watch that. forget how large camels are. They also had another one separately that you could pay to ride. Next, we went into one of the smaller outside sections, which I don't think had anything in it except for one of those ginormous dinosaur birds. And you will see him in just a second. Next up, we were off to the section right across from that, which had some kind of giant bird, I'm not sure what it was, and it also had some hogs, who were super adorable, by the way. Finally, we were off to the last section, which just housed a few adorable creatures, including these cats. I need about 20 of these in my home. I also need about 50 of these finnics. Also had some really cool looking owls. We also found Hedwig, but she was looking pretty weird. Lastly, they had this eagle who looked pretty cool, but also looked kind of distressed. Hopefully he's doing okay. Before we left, we had to get some popcorn because we had been smelling it the entire time, and let me tell you how good it smelled, and it tasted just as good. We had some extra time, so we decided to catch the bird show, which was pretty cool. The section we are in now is at the beginning of the zoo, but the lines were crazy long when we first got there, so we decided to hold off on that until just before we were leaving. And in this area they had guinea pigs and several different kinds of bunnies. They're so soft. Yeah, bye bye. Hello. This one little boy wasn't quite sure how to handle bunnies, but hopefully the bunny was okay. And that was all for Kobe Animal Kingdom. If you would like to find out what we did after this, make sure you check out part 2 of this video, which should be up soon after this one is. We do some pretty cool stuff, so make sure you go check it out.